Hey everybody, it's Herc Magnus here, and I'm shooting this video to give you the first look at the new AMP Supremacy plugin, which we've done a ton of work to upgrade the user interface because we were finding that there was so many new options coming into what you can do with an AMP page that it started congesting our old UI. It started looking really messy, so we wanted to clean that all up. So we started adding sections. You can see we have settings, design, menu, structured data, SEO, we have an AMP test, a mobile test, and we also have a light version of the plugin as well as the pro version of the plugin. The pro version is coming soon. The light version is just going to be able to allow you to add analytics as well as add an AMP sitemap. And then the pro version is going to give you the ability to add social share buttons on your AMP pages as well as monetize your AMP pages with things like Google AdSense. So those are coming. The light's out. All you have to do once you download the new plugin is sign up to get the light version. That's free, and then the pro version will be coming soon. So one of the other things that we did with this plugin that's absolutely amazing and super helpful is create this mobile phone kind of preview of what your site is going to look like. Now, the nice thing about this is that with most other AMP plugins, you had a bunch of design options and a bunch of setting options, but in order to know what it was actually doing to your AMP pages, you had to go visit an AMP page. So to design something, you'd have to make a change, load an AMP page, go make another change, load the AMP page, and so on and so forth. It's very time consuming. So what we did is we actually gave you the ability to load your AMP pages for the particular site the plugin is loaded on right into this mobile phone screen. And let me show you how that works. So one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to enable AMP on all my pages, posts, categories, tags, as well as my home page. Okay, and then I'm just going to save that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the mobile test category, and is right here. It's going to say choose a page for your mobile screen. So I'm going to just, for instance, choose a page on my site, and you'll see it'll load up all the pages on your site. And I'll just pick one of those, and what you'll see happens is it reloads to a new page on your site that you specified here. So you can do the home page, you can do any post, you can do any page, categories, tags, anything that you want, or you can load that demo page, but I suggest working with pages that are actually going to be live on your site. So I'm going to go back and just select another page again here. Okay, and we'll just select this one, and as you can see, it'll load there really nicely. Now what I'm going to do is go back to the design elements, and I'm going to start making changes here to show you what we can do. So I'm going to upload a logo. So I'm just going to go to browse and grab my logo, and I notice it's 566 by 508, so we're going to need to resize that. So I'm going to change this to a 50 width and a 50 height. Okay, and then I'll just save that one. The logo is the only thing you're going to have to save in order for it to show up, and there you go. There's the logo now. Since the logo is the wording, I can actually hide the site name in the header as a design, so you can see that'll take away this detox matrix, and that happens automatically. You don't have to save and preview every time. Then I'd want to play with some colors, so I'd say, let's say I'd want to change the header background color. Maybe I want a darker green, so I'll choose that, and that will load up, and there you go. It can show that color right away. That's not the nicest color in the world, but it just kind of gives you the idea of what's going on here. My header text color doesn't really matter because I've hid the site name, but if I did want to do a header text color, I would show the site name and then choose whatever color I wanted, and it would reflect in there. But we're actually going to hide the site name just because my logo is already kind of taking care of that for me. Article title colors we can do, we'll do like kind of a darker green here. And then article text color. So article title will be like your H1. You can see that turn a little green. And then here's your text. I'm just going to lower that black to a little bit of an easier to read gray. A little easier on the eyes, not such a high contrast. And there you can see it's like just lightened it up a little bit. So a bunch of other options that we have here, guys. We can hide the featured image from your AMP pages. So if I turn that on, you'll see this image disappear, and it just loads the other images. We have a bunch of information for displaying post date, author name, post tags, and post categories. So I'll turn all those on, and you'll see what'll happen is there we have the author, the date, the tags, and stuff like that. And then we have other options, converting your internal links to AMP, disabling light boxes on post image, disabling related posts and stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of options. So it's really, really amazing. This is the only AMP plugin out there now on the market that's going to allow you to design your AMP pages right inside of your plugin, and it's super easy and super fast to do. As soon as you're done all your design, just click save and your designs will now be live. One of the other things we can do, I'm actually going to go over to Detox Matrix here, and so just so we can show you an AMP version of the page, even though that is the actual AMP version of the page. So I'm going to go over here. Okay, and then I'm just going to reduce my screen and I'm going to amp the page. So I'm going to type in amp. Okay, and there you go. It shows my green screen with all the title, all the logos, everything that I said. So this is kind of like the the web preview of the amp page. But what I'm also going to do, let me open a menu here and just grab a different page that I'm going to amp. Okay. And then I'm going to actually go back into my AMP plugin. And I want to show you guys something pretty cool. If we actually go to our AMP test, we can actually type in a URL. Make sure you have AMP and the trailing slash on the URL. And we can validate those pages to see if it's a pass or a fail. And there you go, you can see it's a valid page. Everything's good there. This is just a really nice feature to make sure that your pages are validated. If you're getting any errors, you can always use this button up here, ask for AMP support, and report your errors. And we'll continue to update this plugin based on the errors that you're receiving so that we're always staying valid, making sure your AMP pages are valid. So that's another nice option. Menus, obviously, we can hide the navigation menu on the AMP page. You can see that'll take away that little navigation, but I'm pretty sure you'd want to have navigation. It'll load all the menus that you've built in WordPress. Structured data would be the logo for structured data, so we can just grab the same logo the same way we did before. We have a search engine optimization feature now, which will basically render any SEO data from plugins like Yoast and Project Supremacy, All-in-One Platinum, all the SEO plugins out there. What it'll do is it'll take those, the titles, URLs, H1s, and names and descriptions, and add them to your AMP pages so that you have more relevant results in the AMP index when people are searching on mobile phones. So that's a really good option to have. We also have a Google site verification, which is pretty common on a lot of plugins, but if you want to have it through here, that's fine, you can. We also have a mobile ready test. This doesn't really have anything to do with AMP. It has more to do with checking, the mobile readiness of pages on your site. Okay, but it's just a nice test to have since we're dealing kind of with AMP, and AMP is related to serving, a really light page on a mobile phone. We thought we'd put in the mobile ready test, and that's more to test responsiveness for websites. And then, like I said, we have the AMP Lite and the AMP Pro. So we also have leave a review. We would really, really love it if you guys like this plugin to make sure to leave us reviews. So there's a lot of new stuff here, guys. I think it's going to be a lot easier for you to use AMP now, to implement AMP, to design your AMP. And we're the first to market with a live AMP designer. So I'm imagining a lot of other people are going to start copying this idea, but we're the first ones with it. So hopefully you guys like the new changes, and this plugin will be available. You can see the date here. Today's February 22nd. We're hoping to have this rolled out this week, in the next, either tomorrow or Thursday or Friday. And then if that doesn't happen, it'll be on the Monday, but it is coming soon, guys. And all you're gonna have to do to update when this version is ready is update your AMP plugin that you currently already have on your blogs. If you have AMP Supremacy, all you'll have to do is update it, and this will update to 1.3, and you'll have all these features. If you don't have AMP Supremacy, here's what you do. If you log into your blog, go to plugins, go to add new, okay, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the keyword search, and you're just gonna type in AMP, okay? And then you're gonna see AMP Supremacy show up in this list. You can see it right here, number 3. And all you have to do is click install, and install it like any other plugin. So it's super simple to do. And once again, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and can't wait to see a whole bunch of new users using our AMP software. And feel free to share it if you guys love it. We always like it when we do something really good and we have a nice design that everybody's loving and using. Please tell people about it. Please share it. We definitely want more people in our community showing them the tools that we use, because we truly believe we're developing quality tools. So once again, please feel free to share that, and I will talk to you guys all soon enough. Bye bye.